Up with KREM begins now.
7 a.m. now on our Wednesday morning. Washington's plan was to get through phase 4 of the COVID-19 vaccine distribution by spring. But now the Washington Department of Health warns it could be longer. Up ahead when more people could become eligible.
Local voters will once again be asked to weigh in on a local school levy in the upcoming special election. This morning, we explain where levy funding goes.
The first group of people to get vaccinated in Washington include people over 65 years old. Many people are finding it hard to sign up online. This morning, we're talking to organizers with Meals on Wheels who share how they're helping people in Spokane overcome troublesome tech to get vaccinated.
And it's a chilly start to the day. Temps down in the 20s as we kick things off this morning. But don't worry, we warm up later on today.
All right, we were tracking some breaking news this morning from the music world. For the first time since the pandemic, the Spokane Arena is announcing a new concert. The Weeknd announced a world tour this morning. He is stopping in the Lilac City April 30th, 2022. So next year. Tickets, though, will go on sale this coming Monday at 10 a.m. But first, you can catch him during the Super Bowl halftime show. It airs Sunday right here or over on our sister channel on KREM 2.
And Jen, I can confirm it's a little too early to get in line to buy those tickets. I tried.
Yeah, you said you were going to get those, but you were looking at the prices.
Yeah, they go from anywhere from like $30 to $425.
Wow, so you're getting the $425?
I would love to joke and say, yeah, but that just kind of made my chest get a little tight imagining trying to do that. Yeah, no.
Oh, wow. I wonder what you get for $425. Do you get to like meet him? Do you get to touch him?
You probably get to perform on stage.
Post-pandemic, you get to touch
for that price.
If that's the case, I'll probably sign up for that one.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get you out the door. I want to do weather quick so I can get back inside. It's chilly out here. It's 28 degrees in Spokane. It's a cool start to the day. I look to my left, which would be out to the west, and I see cloud cover. I look to my right, which would be to the east, and I see cloud cover. I look to the south, and there's cloud cover, but straight overhead, it's clear skies as we kick things off this morning. Temperatures trending quite cool early on today. Wenatchee, Moses Lake, you're cool as well early on this morning. We've got some showers in Moses Lake, but that's about it. Some of those trying to work their way up Interstate 90. I think they stayed to our south for the most part today. It's one of those ones where they're going to move predominantly in a westerly direction or from the west as we head through the day. We'll see some more widespread showers tomorrow spread across much of the inland northwest. Could see some scattered showers here in Spokane, but I really think most of the moisture stays in the mountains of Idaho. And we are talking big impacts on that commute. Could get a couple of inches on the ground during the day tomorrow. So today, your day if you got to get out and do any travel. 40 degrees and a mix of clouds and sun later on this afternoon. It's mild later today, but for now, bundle up. We're almost 15 degrees colder than where we were this time yesterday.
All right, Jeremy, thank you. Well, starting next week, shoppers can get groceries and a COVID-19 vaccine at the same time. So next week, Albertsons and Safeway locations in Washington will distribute that vaccine. Nicole Hernandez is live this morning at a local Safeway to explain how to sign up. Good morning, Nicole.
Yeah, good morning, Jen. So right now there's only 32 Albertsons and Safeways that are actually giving out the COVID-19 vaccine, but this month over 100 more stores will be added to that list. So Albertsons and Safeways says that by this time next week that they'll actually be planning on giving out those COVID-19 vaccines in all 170 of their stores here in Washington. This is all part of the country's plan to increase the amount of vaccines that they are distributing. The White House COVID-19 response coordinator says they're sending 1 million doses to 6,500 different pharmacies starting next week.
So for the next 3 weeks, we will provide a minimum of 10.5 million in total doses per week across all jurisdictions.
And where these new vaccines go depends on who will be able to reach the most at-risk populations. Safeway and Albertsons obviously is on that list coming up very soon. In order to make a vaccine appointment, we have information about that. So all you have to do is text vaccine to 509-448-2000. We'll send you a couple of helpful links to help you know what's next once these appointments start opening up. Live in Spokane, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
All right, Nicole. Yeah, increasing the accessibility of the vaccine. Thank you. All right, it is 7:05 now and time for your morning rush. More news in less time.
We have new information for you today from the Washington State Department of Health, who have pushed back the timeline for members of the general public to receive the COVID-19 vaccine. Phases 2, 3, and 4 of Washington's COVID-19 vaccine distribution plan were originally supposed to begin in May, but now the DOH says these phases may not start distribution for the general public until late summer or early fall.
Across state line this morning, Idaho is moving to stage 3 of reopening. That means gatherings up to 50 people are allowed. However, size limits still do not apply to religious and political expression, education, and healthcare activities. Governor Brad Little moved to relax those COVID-19 restrictions in response to a downward trend of new infections and hospitalizations.
A third inmate at the Airway Heights Correction Center has died due to coronavirus. That is according to the Washington State Department of Corrections. The DOC reports it happened yesterday, but didn't provide the name or age of the inmate. They do say they have notified the inmate's next of kin and or attorney. As of this week, the department reports there have been 238 coronavirus cases at the facility in the past month.
Well, this morning, a judge is ordering Oregon to offer prison inmates COVID-19 vaccines immediately. This is in response to a class action lawsuit. The Oregon Department of Corrections reports 13,000 inmates already tested positive for the virus, and experts report 42 inmates died after testing positive. 7 of the 8 largest active workplace outbreaks in Oregon also happened in prisons.
Chaz Health says it has successfully received its shipment of the Moderna vaccine yesterday. The shipment for this week was expected to arrive from the Department of Health on Monday, but it was delayed. The Department of Health explained receiving doses on a Tuesday is still within normal shipping windows. As of last night, over 4,000 vaccines have already been administered at the site in just a week's time. And that's your morning rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media.
Well, coming up, this Idaho man right behind me. Yeah, he's so excited. He won the lottery not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, 6 times. We're talking about his win from this weekend and what he's going to be doing with the money.
All right, Dana Marie, thanks so much. And also coming up, our vaccine team is working on information you need to know.
Basically, people do not have to prove residency to receive a vaccine, so one could get the 2 doses in different states as long as they're the same vaccine.
This morning, we're asking the experts about vaccine distribution across state lines, how you could get your first vaccine in Washington and your second in Idaho.
And it's a chilly start to the day. I'm going to take you outside on this Wednesday morning and let you know what to expect later on this afternoon.
And we want you to join us every Wednesday this month as we celebrate heroes in our Black community. Take a look at this photo on your screen right now from this month's issue of the Black Lens newspaper, which features an article showing Sherry Noble Jones on the steps of Grant Elementary after the school became desegregated. That's a huge historic day in Spokane. Now look at this photo. Sherry, decades later, on those same steps next to her brother Ivan Corley, who is now the principal of Grant Elementary. Sherry wrote in the Black Lens saying, quote, "I'm grateful to be a part of a dream and history that I never really understood until now. So I ask you, how far have we really come? Far, but not far enough." And we here on Up with KREM want to say thank you to the Black Lens for sharing this powerful story this year. You can find your copy of their newspaper right now on their website, blacklensnews.com.